Hey, Craig, what's up, man? Gonna have to run a few randoms and catch up on a few of these things here. I believe that one is closed. Let's do this. Trying to make that, I don't want to make that any more vague. In the gold bag, I have a current former player, so it could be active. They maybe are not active. That has had a family member. Family member could be active, could be former. That also played in the NFL. Guess who it is? All right, that should make semi-sense. And then we got to get the poll going here. I got to run a bunch of sets of randoms. I think the only thing we have open, besides all the spots in Big Al's, is the licensed jersey. One spot left, I believe. I'll make sure, though. Let's do that. When I thought of that for the question, I started thinking of all these different family members that have both played. And, there's a lot. There is a lot. Okay, so let me pull this up. Let's first make sure that we're kind of a little bit slower tonight. But I saw that coming, and I lowered it to a 3 box. Even then, though, we've got some spots left. Let me pull this up. I got my wife's uncle calling me. I'll have to call him back after. Josiah, need to update you. Okay, let's type this in. So in there we've got 1, pick 1, random 2, 24 per. That's closed, that's closed, that's closed, and then 11. All right, let's pull this up here. Maybe only one Big Al's break tonight. We shall see. Let's pull this up. Okay. I haven't quite updated this yet. 14 names. No, who do I not? Randy Moss was the last claim. Okay, so we're missing one in the licensed jerseys. There will be no solos left, so it'll be perfect 45 names, I believe, with Brady being locked. Next week will be our last one for that. Baseball is closed, so I'll run the randoms for that here in a second as well. Hockey is closed, but if anybody wants to grab a spot, you can. Did you update your jersey pictures? Yes. For the licensed jersey? For a Big Al's licensed jersey? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did it that night. Yeah, there's Alvarez, Mutombo. Yeah, they're updated. Okay, so this is closed, but if anybody else wants to grab a spot, it'll eliminate solos. So 21 there, 17 here. These are our last two boxes, by the way. New series should be here later this week or starting next week. 2 Waynes will be the lock, 2 Wayne Gretzky, so I'm excited about that. A bunch of other fun names too. Racky's full. I'll run the randoms for that here live. It just wasn't enough time because these all closed right before. And the one that has the most work, these are not your teams. This is a random team, so it's just in order. There are 11 spots still left in Big L's 3-boxer instead of a 4-boxer today, random teams. So we need to get those 11 filled up. Well, let's do this, though. Let's run the randoms on baseball while we're trying to get the last. Well, I'll read off the football names first, and then I'll run randoms for baseball. So one spot will close us in the licensed NFL jersey. You pick a player, you get 2 players at random for 24 total. Players that are left are Aaron Rodgers, Bo Jackson, Bob Greasy, Brian Thomas Jr., Brian Urlacher, Champ Bailey, Derek Carr, Doug Flutie, Earl Campbell, Eddie George, Garrett Wilson, Jack Lambert, Jason Taylor, Joe Montana, Joey Bosa, John Elway, Jordan Love, Justin Jefferson, Kenneth Walker, Kirk Cousins, Kurt Warner, Marshall Faulk, Phil Simms, Ron Jaworski, Thurman Thomas, Tim Brown, Travis Hunter, Trevor Lawrence, Tua Tagovailoa, Tyreek Hill, and Warren Moon. Okay. Lots of good guesses. I like them. There's a lot of different family members. Okay, let's run randoms here on baseball. I believe we're going to have, is that 4 solos or 3 solos? 57. You'll have 3 solos that'll be available for, how much are we doing for those? $4? $4 a piece. So let me get those going here. Share to this tab. 7 times to get baseball randoms. I'll run hockey randoms after that. I'll run Racky randoms after that, and then we'll start rolling with all the breaks tonight. There's 4, 5, 6, and 7. This looks different, but it looks the same for you guys. But there's a different tab on the top for me. Everyone always wants to update stuff. Our solos are Mazeroski, Imanaga, and Ryan Howard. $4 a piece if anybody's interested in those. First come, first serve. Whoops. Let's share this tab first. I'm going to screw this up. It looks different to me. Buttons are in different spots again. I've had a fun day with no car and both my cars breaking on me. So if I seem a little tired today, you'll know why. Okay. Josh taking Howard. Oh, you're good. Yeah, it's not Matsui, but he was the 4th one. Yeah, that was right there. Ryan Howard for Josh. Got you, Josh. These are $4, by the way. I did the thing again where I put my headphone in and I don't turn the music on. Give me 1 second. We'll have all these ran in just 2 or 3 minutes here. The thing that needs the most help is Big Al's full size, but we'll just slowly get there. All right. Music on. Good to go. Shota for Larry. Got you, Larry. I will not read these until we get to the break, guys. A lot of names, but I will read them since we weren't able to post them earlier. Bill Mazeroski, the last name available for $4. Let's run hockey randoms here, unless somebody wants to claim a spot. It's your last chance on hockey. Who's left in which one, Josiah? There's a bunch of stuff. Well, not a bunch of stuff. One claim left in football, one solo left for baseball. That's Bill Mazeroski. Which one? Football or baseball? Or if you want the football spot, you just have to claim a player, one of these ones that's available here. I'll leave that up for you. That'll close that one if so. Baseball? Okay. So Bill Mazeroski, you've got him for $4. And I want to say I think you're almost, just call it even, Josiah, because I think you paid above on this one on accident. So I'm going to mark you paid on this one. I'm pretty sure you overpaid by $3 or $4 on this one. So that one's taken care of. Okay, I'm going to run hockey randoms. Last chance if you want to grab a player. If not, we're going to have 4 solos for 17 apiece. So let's go up here, share this tab. Trying to get all the randoms out of the way so we're not doing this for 15 minutes. Okay, 7 times. The final 4 will be available once you see who they are for $17 a piece. Last 2 of this series, so the lowest amount of jerseys we'll have, or names, I guess. How is Barkov always a name? Man, all 4 of those are great names. Barkov, Brett Hull, Red Wings, Kurashev, Blackhawks, and Philip Forsberg, Predators. Nice randoms there for the solos. Those are all $17 spots. Let's put it here. Let's do this. Okay, I've got Chris D with Hull. Forsberg going to Bill. Bill, you know what's funny? You know how you chase, I mean, not every single break, but when you did get into hockey, Barbashev, just white whale type guy for you. We hit him in everything. We haven't had him in a series for a while. I hit him all the time too. And then who's the one that gets the solo breakaway goal against us and chirping us all game against Utah last night? Barbashev. He's a great player. Kurashev, I thought of Bill for a second because of the jersey that he hit. Larry V got you Kurashev. Jeff H just behind on Brett Hull. Barkov is our final solo. Great name there. That's, like I always say, I think he's a claimable name. Should be $17 for that one. Let's keep it moving and run randoms on Racky. Last chance if anybody wants Jonathan's random here for 18. I think that was the only one that was up. That was so bad, Nick. What were they doing? He just like took it through the middle. They both gave up, and then it was bad. But 1-1 heading back to Utah. I'll take it, even though they dog walked us for a period, and then we kind of turned it on and played better. It's just weird, man. And whatever happened to Dowd saying he was going to effing kill Logan Cooley, and then Logan Cooley gets the game winner, sucker. Okay, let's Frank Gore Jr. I like it. Let's get randoms on Racky. Again, guys, thanks for being patient here. We'd like to get randoms run before we went live, but this week's been a little slower, so can't run them until we get them closed. 7 times on these. I don't think anybody was grabbing that random either. 6 and 7. Minnesota on top, Vegas on bottom. Let's put this back. Okay. We are down to, I'll read all them off when we get there, but we're down to 2 openings left. One in, well, plus the solo, one in the Gold Rush licensed football jersey, and then 11 spots left in Big L's. So I'm not used to saying that, but that's where we're at. So we'll see what we do for the life fill. Take a spot in Big L's. You got it, Chad. I'll read off who's available still in. I'm going to double check that claims aren't being made on the Facebook page because that's what happens every week on the randoms. Don't believe so. Okay. So we'll come back here. Chad, gotcha. So when we get there, we'll close it. Closed here besides Barkov, closed here. One spot left in the licensed jersey. I'll read the names off one more time. Again, you pick a player, you get 2 more players at random for 24. The names that are left are Aaron Rodgers, Bo Jackson, Bob Greasy. By the way, we're on our second to last box, so we'll open this one more. I don't think we've hit our headliner from this case. We're not guaranteed to get a headliner per case, but I'm hoping we have a big one floating around in there. Brian Thomas, Brian Urlacher, Champ Bailey. Jeff's going to close with Greasy. You've been after him for a little while. Might as well keep with it. Oops, I'm putting your name, claiming your name. Gotcha, Jeff. Thank you. Good luck to you. See if you can hit a jersey that I can include your puck with, so I don't just ship a puck by itself. I always hold the small stuff until after Wednesday just to see if stuff can get combined together. Okay, so Bob Greasy gone. Should have 30 here. Let's run these randoms. Thank you, Jeff. Let's go over here and run one more set of randoms. I guess we'll have one more still with the teams on Big L's, but 7 times. It'll be non-snake randoms. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Warren Moon, Aaron Rodgers. I appreciate that, Jeff. Yeah, the small stuff, if I can hold the combine, I will. If I need to ship by itself, no big deal. Not a smart idea, Tommy. I can hold for whenever. Just ask Nick. I swear I accidentally held onto one of his pucks for like a week and a half. Like, where did that? Is that going to come soon? I look over and it's sitting right in my hold pile. I just wasn't used to it. We don't do pucks that often anymore, so trying to look at the puck pile. Copy, paste. All right, guys, we can get rolling. I'll read each set of randoms when we get to that specific break. We'll do baseball first, East Coast second, Gold Rush license third, Radke fourth, Big L's fifth. We'll talk about either doing a 3-box or a pick one random 1 2-box for our first live, and we'll do Radke and some licensed jerseys. But that'll all just depend on who's here with us hanging out. So, only thing open besides Big Al's claims is Alexander Barkov, Panthers Fanatics on the East Coast, which will be our second break tonight. Okay, let's get it rolling. Okay, in the baseball, bear with me here. I'm going to read these since you guys didn't get to see a screenshot to look through them. Apologies on trades too hard when we do it live. Craig, I'm going to skip a few spots just so I read your name with all the names you have while I can. Craig, you have Griffey, Tucker, Soto, Cepeda, Seaver, Schilling, Edwin Diaz, Sosa, Chipper, Kalenic, Buehler, and Carlos Martinez. Chris D had Mantle, Birdsong, Schmaltz, Walcott, DiMaggio, Garvey, Tatis, Tome, Aaron, Rogers, Alvarez, Sheffield, Ted Williams, Elias Diaz, Marcus Semien, Carew. Chad, you had Morgan, Hudson, Acuna, and Thomas. Bill, you had Fingers, Yunt, Jenkins, and Say. Nick F., Vlad Jr., Zobrist, Tim Anderson, Ellie De La Cruz. Jason J., you had Cabrera, Robert, Bagwell, Wood, and then down here you had Rodriguez, Arenado, La Russa, and Matsui. Tim, you had Ichiro, Correa, Chapman, and Molitor. What did I say his name? Brad Trout, Canseco, Schultz, and Ramirez. Larry V., you had Ryan, Wisdom, Syndergaard, and Torrey. J. Scotty, Sandberg, Tony Perez, McGriff, and Reynolds. Elliott, Mattingly, Larson, O'Neill Cruz, Wade Boggs, Jonathan R., Rose, Montgomery, Merrill, and Gleyber Torres. Jeff R., Weatherholt, Reggie Jackson, Barry Larkin, Nico Horner. Josiah, you claimed Mazeroski as a solo. Larry Imanaga as a solo. And Josh, you had Ryan Howard as a solo. Let's roll. We've only opened 1 ball. If you're jumping in now, if you haven't voted yet, vote for the bounty. We're back down to the mini items. We'll eventually win one. And the guest today is there is a current or former player that had a family member or has a family member that's playing, current, former player. So somewhere in they don't have to be active at the same time. They might be, but just saying all those possibilities are out there. Okay, let me not close it, but minimize the poll. See, it still says I'm sharing, but I'm not sharing. Stop sharing. It's doing weird things. Hey, what ball did we open last time? We opened ball 2? Yes, we did. Okay, anything but a 2 on the 8-sider. Here they all are. Anything but a 2. And I roll. I made that joke yesterday. I roll 2. That is not a 2. That is still a top box. Box 3. 3, 3, 3. Okay. Well, let's roll. Next up, East Coast, and then we'll keep it rolling. If you're just joining now and you haven't claimed a spot in Big Al's and you want one, there are plenty to go around. 10 spots left, I believe. It is a 3-boxer instead of a 4. I doubt that is why it's moving slower. I had my razor. I took it, realized I took it to the tire shop in my pocket. Now I don't know where it is. Hold on. I think I'm a crazy man if that falls out of my pocket there. It's gone. What the freak? Oh, I'll use this other one for today. Wonder where I put it. Probably fell out of my pocket at the place. Great, unless it's in my sweatshirt still. Aha! It was in my sweatshirt still. Detective work. Okay. Here we go. This is our box 3, which is what we rolled. Good luck, all. Thanks for joining. There was a huge piece of sheet metal they couldn't even repair. They had to just. It was time to get new tires, anyways. But someone wants to see me dead. My wife's brakes go out. It can't even work. I dropped that off. Without a car, that's the backside. Had to walk home because they called me over and said it's done. And then I got there and they said, wrong person. Yours hasn't even started. So I walked home from the tire shop. I get outside. I'm outside for 2 minutes walking home, and it just starts downpouring. I felt like I was in a movie, man. Like Bad News Bears. Wife's car's there. My car's there. Thousands of dollars of repairs due. It starts raining on me. I'm here complaining. Okay, here we go. But I borrowed a car, and then my truck's done now, so we at least got back to 2 cars. Okay. Here we go. Good luck, all. Baseball number 2 from this case. Our number 3, but number 2 opened. 3, 2, 1. Man, I feel like I know that signature, but maybe not. Maybe it just looks similar to a football name. I feel like that's a name we've pulled before. It's so hard with this glare to... Yeah, that's a little better. Anybody know who that is before I cheat? Is that a CL on the last? Back Certified, this is just regular OML ball. Blue ink on this one, or blue pen. I feel like I should know that name. The signature looks familiar. Let's see what we got. 3, 2, 1. Nope. Maybe we have pulled him a while back, but that's not one I would recognize. Matt Chapman. I thought for a second Chipper, but it didn't look like his auto. Just the CH made me think Chipper. Matt Chapman, not a claim name. Let's see who ended up with him. Matt Chapman. There he is. Matt Chapman is on the Ichiro Suzuki line. Carlos Correa, Matt Chapman, Paul Molitor. That I said incorrectly. Tim K hitting Matt Chapman on the baseball. Nice looking signature. I'm trying to think what NFL player that looks like. The front part, not the back part. That T with a dot. Looks like it's like on the tip of my tongue too. Who is it? I'll think of it later. I'm sure it won't matter. Tim, congrats. Nice hit, Matt Chapman. Sorry, everyone else. These, like I always said, these are fun. They're cheaper claims with a bunch of names added on there, but you got to have the right name. Tim, congrats. Okay, let's keep it moving. Let's go to our final two East Coast. Box 30 and 59, so no random needed. 30, 59, we'll just leave it there for now. Last player left is Barkov. I'll read off the randoms, and then we'll look at that. Nick, you've got Vasilevsky and Svechnikov. Jeff H., Howe, and Linden. Chad, you've got Bedard and Frederick. Jonathan R., Fleury, Giroux, Olmark, and York. Just saw York do something in the game earlier. Good defensive play. Brian, Gauthier, and Velarde. Jonathan R., Esposito, and Matheson. Larry V., Geeky, and Mangiapane. Brian, you've got Gunther, Paul, Yossi, and Seguin. Jeff H., Chelios, and Shabbat. Daryl, you have Kovalev and Zadorov. Brian W., you have Hayduk and Potvin. Larry K., you've got Wolf and Coronado. Louis, Boldy, and McCann. Daryl, you have Vachon and Kempe. Brian W., Hole on the Stars, and Grant Fuhrer. Bill S., you claimed Forsberg as a random. Larry V., you have Kurashev as a random. Sorry, a solo. Chris D., you've got Hull, Red Wings, and then Barkov is our final solo left. Don't think I'm going to discount him. That's usually a headliner type name and leftover. Last one. Give me some luck. Never hitting hockey. You got your guy, so you got the right guy if you do hit. Looking at your random, you didn't get a Blackhawk for your random, but you got a nice alternate jersey random. Chad needs some hockey luck. I wouldn't mind a walk-off hit with a Bedard here at the end of the series. While we're waiting for Barkov to get claimed, guys, 17 for him. 2-boxer, last two. The new series, if you want to see the full list, I'm happy to send it to you. You'll eventually see it on each post. But Gretzky, Edmonton Oilers, and LA Kings, Mitchell and Ness, and the Burger King Mitchell and Ness, which is great. Seth Jarvis on a Canadian jersey. It's the Red Bauer jersey, the new ones. Those are cool. Peter Forsberg's back. Patrick Waugh's back. Matt Sundin is in the series again. He was already in this one. So is Gordie Howe. Dylan Larkin back. He wasn't in this last series, but back on the cool Fanatics alternate premium. Vasilevsky there. He's been pretty current, constant for our series, and he's a great name to have. Then there's a bunch of other fun names on there. Take a screenshot. Zibanejad back. I love to see him. Trying to think who else is new. Rowanek being added is great. Rod Brendamore being added is great too. There's a ton of names I like here. We may start Hedman's back too, which I love. We may start it as a pick one random 2 since there's so many names. We'll figure that out. But last call to grab Barkov, and then we'll get rolling. 30-59 our 2 boxes. Next up, we'll do our licensed football jersey, and then we'll do Racky and Big L's. It may take us a second to fill up Big L's, though. I'm going to double check here. Guys are going to make me discount Barkov. Okay, I'm going to discount Barkov to 14, $3 off. Not much, but maybe enough to make him a nice little claim. I would assume that Barkov would have gone before these 3, but those are also 3 great names too. Or he got claimed and I just missed it, which happens, especially to me. Nick, you want him for 14? Okay. Thank you, sir. I forget who hit. I was on the side of the road, but I logged back in just to see right when you opened it, the jersey, and it's one that I keep looking at thinking I should bid on it, but I have too many other guys. It was a great jersey. I can't remember who it was. But it was one that I thought about bidding on frequently, and I just never did. Or at least not this time. All right, good luck all. I'm hoping for, that's right, Fleury. I think I have one, but he's one that you see him for a price. You just got to grab him. I've got one in the series, but I think I have one on the PC too. Good luck, all. Final 2 boxes. We'll start a new series with Wayne Gretzky and Wayne Gretzky locked on Monday. hopefully. We've had thunderstorms here all day, and it's out there storming right now. I can hear it. That actually might be a jet coming into one of the air bases. Okay, here we go. Jersey number 1. Ooh. I see it. 3, 2, 1. I wondered if we'd see him. I looked at the list hoping that he'd be in the next series, and he's not. We only had him for one series, and he hit in this one series. I've seen him on a few different teams, but this is on the Wild. Marc-Andre Fleury. What a great hit. Fleury. Jonathan says, yes, sir, you've been after him. I know you haven't had him every night, but most nights, and you did have him today. Fleury. Jonathan R. Minnesota Wild, your team. They gave up game 2. I saw the first game, and I thought, this is going to be not good for Dallas, but Dallas is too good to go down that easy, so then they took it to him game 2. Great hit. You wondered if he'd be there at the end. I'm trying to think of all the times you've chased, like Askarov, for example, came out this series. You've chased him for 3 series. Clayton Keller, you chased for series. Fleury, you got to hope he's in the last 2, and he was. Fanatics Premium with the Fanatics COA as well. I hate the companies that do this. It's not East Coast. I'll attempt to peel that off. I just don't like that it covers the tag. Got to go slow with a little heat, and then it won't leave any residue, but that's not a big thing. That's just for me. Great hit. Marc-Andre Fleury. I'm hoping we see him on other teams and again on Wild more frequently. He did a signing not long ago. That's why we've seen a few of them. Great hit. And this is probably a dumb question, but I don't know if he was a pictured headliner. He could have been, should have been, would have been, maybe. Was he pictured? We'll get to the next box. So he was pictured. Okay. Great hit, Jonathan. Congrats. That goes to the hockey wall with your Kaprizov and your. I think you might have Eriksson Akraboldi for the Wild. He is, yeah. I thought for a second maybe he wasn't. Give us 2 headliners at the end. That'd be great. One more. How about McDavid? Box 59. Good luck, all. Ooh. I was really wanting to see this jersey too. This one, I'll wait. But 3, 2, 1. This one switched hands a few times too. And there's 2 or 3 after him. Wasn't anyone's first choice, but a few of you went after him a couple times. This is the cool new alternate too. I just looked down there. There's one hole in the next series, and it's this jersey, not the Red Wings. But there he is. Brett Hull on the alternate. They were wearing these, I think, the last 2 games, weren't they? Man, 2 jerseys that I wanted to see come out at the end. 2 claims hitting too, so that's nice. And Hull, it was the last claim on the Facebook page. That's Brian W. Oh, geez. Smack that. Hold on. Remember, I'm wearing a shirt. Well, now I'm jealous. I need one of these. You guys know I love the alternates, probably more than I should. Brett Hull. Trying to go back so you can see it all. I'm pretty sure this is what they've been wearing the last 2 games. Stars. If it'll focus. Triple overtime, 1999. I guess there's a game, a triple overtime game. Still 0 for 105. I know, Chad. I would have loved to see Bedard in this. This is their alternate, their new alternate. It's a great jersey. Congrats, you 2. Sorry to everyone else. Some of you guys had great series, some of you not so much. Next series starts next week. 2 community Gretzky's that everyone has a shot at if you join. And then a bunch of other fun names, some returning names and some new names. I was just going to look. I don't even think Bedard's in the next series, Chad. He will be back in at some point. That's not the last time we'll see Bedard, that's for sure, but he's not an every series guy. We have him like every other, it feels like. Well, congrats, you two. Two great jerseys, and they're playing each other in the series. Wild and Stars. They don't play tonight, right? I can't remember if they played yesterday or not. Okay, let's keep it moving. Carlos says he'll take a random in $3. Okay, let me pull that up. Great hits there, both of them. Okay, slowly but surely we're getting there. There are 9 spots left in Big Al's full size. It's a 3-boxer, not a 4, so don't pay $43. This one is $32. We will either do a 3-box pick your team or a pick one random one with just 16 claims for $2. We'll try 1 or 2 of those if we do that. But we're just a little slower. Maybe this one won't work tonight. We'll see where we're at with numbers. I always say that and then I always end up doing it, but it may be smart not to. Bill, Larry, I got you on the claims there. I appreciate you. That leaves us with 7 left in the full size. Slowly but surely. Okay, last chance to guess a player that played or plays that has a family member that plays or played in the NFL. Family member type helmet here. If you guess who it is, you get $10 to use tonight. As soon as we read these, we'll close the poll, open that, and then we'll get rolling. Craig, you want a spot as well? Gotcha. Thank you much. Okay, in the Gold Rush licensed football jersey, I'm hoping for a claimed hit here. We'll see. We got 2 blind. Nothing we've hit has been bad so far. Some a little lower than others, but some great stuff. Chris D, you've got Herbert, Moon, Lambert, Marino, Jefferson, and Brian Thomas Jr. Chad, you've got, why do I always do that? Jonathan Taylor. I want to keep saying Jason Taylor, but he's a random somewhere. Bo Jackson, Tim Brown, Steve, you have Mahomes, Warner, and Cousins. I just got a Warner in today for my series at some point. Bill B, Josh Allen, Doug Flutie, John Elway, Brad, you have Joe Green, Tyreek Hill, Garrett Wilson, Jonathan R., Sanders, Carr, and Hunter. Greg, Theismann, Thurman Thomas, Champ Bailey, Larry V, Butkus, Montana, and Jason Taylor. From the minis, Jonathan won the first 2 spots. Tomlinson, Walker, Jaworski, Chad Johnson, Tua, Urlacher, Peterson, Sims, and Falk. Brian W., you had the next mini, and that was Nix, Lawrence, and Bosa. Last 2 claims were Brian with Moss, Love, and George. And Jeff H., you had Greasy, Campbell, and Aaron Rodgers. So let's close this. Let's get our box that we're going to open. Whenever it's a 50%, whenever I have to roll one of these 2 numbers, it takes me 18 years, 3 or 5. So grab a drink. First guy. No, that's a 2. Even. Only 2 rolls. That's better than it should have taken me 3 rolls. 3. I'll take it. Box 3 is what we're opening. Box 5 will be left over for next time. Let me put this in the balls, the baseballs away. No hockey jerseys to pull away because I got none. I think that one's coming tomorrow or Friday. See if Customs rips into them again. Sure hope not. Grab a box cutter and start ripping into the side. Okay, the pull. Semi-close on the pull, so I'll leave it up until we open the bag here. Believe we had a few get it right. Oops. Put together my new chair since I snapped the other one after a decade. I got some extra parts here. Okay, good luck on the guesses. I don't know what's happening, but lately, one of the first few guesses has been right lately, like first, second, third. We got a Falcons Rave. Falcons Rave with a face mask. And it's just a blank one today. As I always say, pretty sure the very first claim was right today. Let me see. It was. Larry V, you had Deion Sanders. You're getting 10 off, and I'm pretty sure I saw 1 or 2 more. Dave had Sanders. I swear there was another one. Maybe it was just you two? Thought there was 3, but maybe just 2. I go back and forth between making it an easy one or a hard one. I need a Neon Dion in my PC. You know, there's a ton. I could have done the Kelseys. I could have done the Mannings. The Matthews was a good guess. McCaffrey was a great guess. That could have been Ed, and I actually have a cool Ed on the way, or Christian. So this was a little bit less options, but I was willing to let 3 or 5 of you get it right. 2 of you get it right. I guess there's a chance where a day where 10 of you get it right, and I just deal with it. Yeah, it's a great looking. This wave seems a little like full and bright. I don't know why compared to others. Looks nice. Silver Deion Sanders. I'm sure I've done Deion before. I bet I'll start doubling up on players, guys. I just go in there and grab a cool looking helmet. So if I did it like 3 weeks ago, I'm sorry. Just keep that in mind when you're guessing that there's a chance I grab the same person. Okay, poll only got even closer, but I'm going to close it because we're to that point. 29% is winning. If I close it, will it stay 29%? And Clay Matthews, he's kind of hard. There's a few floating around right now, but he's never been a huge signer. So I got one of his running mates in the backfield in the front 7 on the way that I haven't had too many of coming for next series. AFC East and South is what you're going with. I'll highlight it over here. You know the spiel. If AFC East South hits the most tonight, we'll random all the names that joined, and someone will get to pick between Sammy Sosa, Kekkonen, Rivas, Hester, and Theismann items for free for me. Although this feels like a mean joke I'm playing because you guys take the lead, lose it, tie it, lose it, tie it. I don't know anymore. Okay, I did read off the names. We got the box. We're good to go. Guess is done. Poll is done. Give me a headliner. I don't care if it's one of these guys. I mean, I do, but also give me a claim hit. See someone hit a name they claimed. Is that too much to ask? Might be. TJ Watt, he's cool too. Let's just open it up. I think they've been fine to have a non-nameplate showing. Here we go. Good luck, all. 3, 2, 1. Ooh. I know that big signature. I love that hit. Not one of the claims, not one of the picture headliners, but one of my favorite all-time players. James knows that's easy. Eddie George, Ohio State alum. Such a great hit. Beckett certified on their older style Mitchell and Ness. I actually think I have. It might not be this style. It might be the other style. I'll have to look. But I have an Eddie in the reserves. I just haven't added them because we had them on Ohio State a few months ago, so I've been slow. Licensed jersey, so we'll take it out and take a look at this. This is a Mitchell and Ness Legacy. It should be. You said B-Dub. Brian win this one too. Eddie George is. Yeah, random on the Randy Moss, Jordan Love, Eddie George spot. Moss and Love giving you some luck. Nice Tennessee Titans jersey, Eddie. Mitchell and Ness, and this should be Legacy from the 90s or 2000s, right? Right on the edge. 1999 NFL Legacy throwback. Mitchell and Ness. Eddie George. Yeah, that one folded in half. That was like the Fournette with the 7 showing the other day in my series that threw me off. I thought it was a big hockey jersey. Just a big NFL jersey. Brian, congrats. Eddie George. I'm liking the names we're seeing so far. I'll keep it out, but cannot stand these boxes. I guess a double number, I can fold it in there, but give me a decent sized box, please. All right, we are done with the jersey. It's time to move on to Radke. We are over here. Okay, we are down to 6 spots left in Big Al's. That's coming up next after Radke. So we'll hang out till it gets full if it's not full before then. Can't let you guys trade or sell or anything until we know who you have. You're just claiming an in order. This is straight fill, so no picking your spots. Just straight fill as claims come in. And then we'll run the randoms and we'll open 3 boxes. We will likely do a 2-box after that and maybe another 2-box. We'll pick one random, so 2 of those. But we'll see. I don't know that I have confidence in another 3-boxer when this one had. I guess it's only been 3 hours, but we don't have 3 hours to wait. That's for sure. So 6 spots left to close that. Well, let's do Radke first. Bill, you've got Detroit and Minnesota. Greg, Rams and Tampa Bay. Jonathan R., you have Denver and Cincy. I'll snag that one. Oh, whoops! I missed your spot. I missed your claim anyways, Dustin. He's ignoring me because I said 4-boxer. Well, I just didn't see it. Sorry, Dustin. I got you. So 5 left, and you have credits, so that covers that. I'll wait to mark it off till later, but I know you have credit. Jonathan R., Denver, Cincy. Bill S., Philly, Jacksonville. Jonathan R., Carolina, New England, Giants, and Jets. I was like, well, yeah, I missed it. I usually scroll up, but I just didn't see that because I saw the Eddie guess and went from that. David L., you've got San Francisco, Seattle, Dallas, and Arizona. Brian, Miami, New Orleans. Brad, Indy, Chargers, Cleveland, Tennessee. Tim, you have Buffalo, Kansas City. Brian W., Baltimore, Washington. Joseph, Chicago, Houston. David L., Pittsburgh, and Green Bay. Brian W., Atlanta, and Las Vegas. These are the boxes we have left. Yep, 8 boxes there. We'll go here. And we will do a random 7 times to get our box number. Jeff, what's up, man? 7 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I hit it. I swear to there it goes. 5, 6, and 7. Box 7 on the 7th roll. I was going to say no guessing for college tonight, even though we could do it every night, but not yet. Good luck, all. We'll come back. We'll fill up those last 5 spots for Big Al's, and then we'll run from there. 7 is underneath 4. Okay, box 7. Good luck, all. Okay. Jeez. Cut the first half, but not the second half. Glad you got it. I'll mark you down here in just a second. Thank you. Good luck to you. Here we go. Three, 2, 1. We saw this team twice last double case, I'm pretty sure. I think we saw a Howie Long Authentic and a Brock Bowers Classic. Or sorry, a Rep. They're both classics. Especially when it's Vegas. Well, we're seeing Vegas again. Not that that's weird. Classic Speed Vegas. Who had Vegas? They're not really that oftenly claimed. The final random. Brian W. had Atlanta and got Vegas as a random. Brian, it's your day so far. Sheesh Louise. This is where the pitchforks start coming out. Brad, it's actually a 3-boxer tonight. I lowered it just because we've been a little slow lately. So there are 5 spots left in the 3-box random team. So if you want any ins, let me know how many. And there's 4 left, actually. Sorry, not 5. Let me know if you want any, and I'll mark you down for it. Brian, let's see what you got here. You got it, Brad. I'll mark you down for 2. So 2 remaining after that. 3, 2, 1. This is the one that I kept guessing last case, and I was wrong both times. We had Howie and Brock Bowers. Now we're getting Ashton Jeanty. That's a nice spread for the Raiders over the last 2 cases. I don't think a single time would they ever claim they were all random hits. That's a beautiful hit. Beckett certified. Ashton Jeanty. Is he number 7? I just didn't realize that. Or is that a 2 that looks weird? Hold on. He's number 2. Is that just a Swampus 2? Yeah, it must be. Brian, stand up, take a bow, man. You hit again there on the Ashton Jeanty full size. Is that your division? I don't remember if you guys went that or AFC East. And I forgot to even mark off the other one. Maybe you went 1 for 2 because that's 2 different ones, right? Let's pull this up. Brian, congrats. Great hit. Ashton Jeanty's not a cheap helmet either, so that's beautiful. Brock Bowers isn't cheap. A lot of those Raider guys are just not cheap. So a few teams like that, they're always hard to get a decent price. Detroit's one of them. Raiders are one of them. I think it's the fans. Down to 2 left here, but let's see. You guys went AFC West there. And then Eddie George was AFC South. So you are tied for the lead. You started with the lead. 1-1-0. Sorry to everyone else. Congrats to Brian. Nice hit there on Vegas. Hitting Ashton Jeanty. Just 2 spots left. We'll run the randoms here, and we'll open our 3 boxes, and then we'll get to. We're probably going to do a 2-boxer, pick one random one first live tonight, guys. I don't know that a 3-boxer will have enough juice, unless you guys convince me otherwise. But I'm good to do a 2-boxer. We may try 2 of them. We may try just 1. Heck, maybe 1 won't even fill, but we'll try that. We are going to do another Iraqi tonight, and we'll do some licensed jerseys. And that'll do it for the night from there. 2 random spots left at 30, and we're ready to rock and roll. I'm going to check the scores here for a second while we're waiting. Oh, they do play tonight. Stars and Wild play at 7:30. And then we got Ducks and Oilers again late. Home game Friday. I'm still trying to see if I can go. Cheapest tickets I can find right now are $300. I don't think I'm going to get our tickets. I think another family member is going to get them. So if I want to go, I got to grab some different ones. And that's like upper bowl, $300 too. Not cheap. John, I've got you with 1. And Dave right behind trying to help. Thanks, Dave. So I got you with the final spot, Dave. John K, I've got you with the second to last spot. That closes us. Let's get our random teams. I'll run this first, and then we'll reorganize them. So, Dave, just making sure you saw that you got the 1. He's okay. Okay, let's go. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. And then what we'll do next, we'll do a 2-boxer, pick one random one, which I think it's just as fun as a 3-box. Pick your team. I enjoy hitting on my randoms, teams that I wouldn't normally claim that I probably would never hit a helmet from if I didn't get them as a random. But we'll try that for the first one. 16 spots at 40 apiece. 2-boxer. 6 and 7. Cleveland through the Rams. That's how I hit the majority of my helmets, with Brad's 2-box pick one random one, so they've been kind to me. Let's see here. And then we're going to repaste the teams. Cleveland to the Rams. So, Bill, I've got you with Cleveland. David with the Rams. We'll resort here and make sure that that's still correct. Cleveland, Bill. Rams, David. Okay, we are to this break, so I'm going to read these off. If you want to try to trade or sell or buy or whatever, you're going to have like a minute or 2 here to do it. I'll read off who has who, and then we'll go from there. Vlad, you have the Arizona New York Jets combo spot. Bill S, Atlanta. Craig, Baltimore. Larry K, you have Buffalo. Carlos, you have Carolina, Tennessee combo. Charlie, you've got Chicago. Brad, Cincy. Bill S, Cleveland. Greg, Dallas. Josiah, you have Denver. Elliot, Detroit. John, Green Bay. Tim, Houston. Zach, Indianapolis. Josh G, Jacksonville. Bill S. Kansas City. Vlad Las Vegas. Brad the Chargers. David L. the Rams. Bill S. Miami. Chad Minnesota. Joseph New England. Kyle New Orleans. Zach, you have the Giants. Dustin Philadelphia. Larry V. Pittsburgh. Robert B. San Francisco. Tim Seattle. And then Jesse, you had the bottom two, Tampa and Washington. Vlad has both Las Vegas and the Arizona Jets combo spot up for trade if anybody's interested in trading. I'll give you guys a second to talk about that. I'll leave it up while I'm rolling bingo balls here. That's part of the random night is trying to offer trades. Rams for the Bears. Who had the Bears? Charlie. I don't know if Charlie ever watches live. I think he's busy and he watches later at night, but I could be wrong. If you're here, Charlie, you want to trade the Bears for the Rams, let Dave know. Black Cage. We need 3 boxes this time, so 3 bingo balls. 1, 2, 3. Is that get stuck on something? No. Las Vegas for the Rams is a trade offer. Okay, first number is 139. Sorry, 139. 139. I forgot to write down who had the credit. It was Larry V and David L, right? That had the $10. Tell me if I'm wrong, but I think I'm right. 175. 175. And lastly, 41. 41. Rams for Las Vegas, and that's a no thanks. Okay. I'll give it just 30 seconds here before I grab boxes to trade if you'd like to trade. Yeah, I don't think Bo's hit this series, so or maybe he did at the start. Vegas has some sneaky good players that we put in the series. There's a few that I know have not hit. Okay, I don't think anyone else is offering stuff up. If you want to, I'll leave this up just in case. If you want to trade, you're welcome to. Otherwise, I'm going to get rolling here. Whoops. Leave that. You know, it was even more expensive for the lowest starting tickets tonight around me. Mr. Lionel Messi's in town playing RSL. That's just down the road from me. They're shutting down like 4 roads. People found out he was practicing in a city a few miles away, and they went over there and bombarded him yesterday. So tickets to go watch Messi and Inter Miami are extremely expensive. I still have his running mate Suarez on a Miami jersey. I'll put that in this weekend. I keep forgetting about it. But that's tonight. They're playing soon, or they already started. I'm not a big MLS fan, even though we got a team right here. Okay, 139, 175, 41. We are good. Let's roll. Good luck, all. We'll do a 2-box pick one random one after this. We're just going to try it that format tonight since the 3's taking a little bit. If we want to do 2 boxers, that's fine with me as well. That'll get us to our normal 7, I suppose. If we do just 5, that's fine too. Okay, 41. I don't even know how many helmets we're at this series. Probably close to 100. 38 is the series. 0 Wonka. I should close the poll, or not the poll, the big screen so you can actually see. And it still says I'm sharing, so I'll hit it again, but I don't think I am. 101 and this is 102. Okay, so we're close. If we were to do 7 tonight, that puts us at 108 next week. Next week might be the last week of Series 38. I didn't even think about that. Jeez, maybe a week and a half left. Wowza. I know we did an extra, however many helmets it was, 6 or 4 or whatever from one of the challenges we did, so that made it go a little quicker too. But cool. I like this name. I'll wait till I turn around here. But 3, 2, 1. We're going Buffalo. Buffalo Bills. Jeez. Stuck. They're doing the same thing over and over. Classic speed, the white one. 0 Wonka. Who had Buffalo? Buffalo was Larry K. Larry hitting the Bills on a classic. It is Beckett certified. Cook, good guess. I need another Flutie. It's not Flutie, unfortunately. I don't know if you're being serious or not. I like Flutie, but a lot of people make fun of Flutie. I'll put him in. 3, 2, 1. I don't know if we've had him on a Bills helmet or not. Maybe once before. Either that or I've had this one in for the last 4 or 5 series and he just hasn't hit. And this might be the one that I put in first a while back. Might be the first one. Number 97, that is Joey Bosa, correct. Now a Buffalo Bill. No idea what his contract is over there, what if he's staying or if it's a few more years. Some of these guys take 1 year, but he doesn't seem like a 1-year type of part of his career yet. Joey Bosa. I know there'll be a few that'll be interested in trading for that. If that's not your style, Larry, that's a great hit. Joey Bosa, classic speed. That might be the first one. I think that one's been in for a few series and just keeps the bingo balls don't go its way. That's AFC East. That's your division. This feels similar where you guys take a little lead and then tie and then take a little lead and then lose at the very end or tie at the very end. Okay, 139. Series 38. 7 points. I don't think we had any Wonka, or maybe just one Wonka box on Monday. 2-pointer or something, or a 1-pointer. So we've had a little bit of a drought of Wonka points filled. There's a 7-pointer for someone. I see the auto. I like it. I want to win the bounty. I know, the bounty would be cool. once you guys win the bounty as a group, one of you will win the item. Just need to have it happen. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Sweet. LA Charger on the blue throwback, which I dig. At 7 points. I think I saw the auto. It threw me off. Oh, that's yeah. Chargers going to Brad, Breaking Brad. Nice hit, Brad. Love these helmets. I always say there's 4 or 5 teams that I claim all the time, even if I don't care who's in there. I just love Charger helmets and Bucks helmets and Broncos helmets. Bosa double up. That'd be cool. Although he's been gone a little too long for me to keep him in there. I wouldn't do that. 3, 2, 1. We're going classic name here. Great hit. Little inscription as well on a helmet style that he wore. 2006 NFL MVP. Was that the year where he had like 30 touchdowns? High 20s touchdowns, something like that. LaDainian Tomlinson. 06 NFL MVP. That was the year, I believe, that Brett Favre threw an interception against the Giants to go to the Super Bowl, right? Sorry, Packer fans. I'm talking to myself. Oh, yeah. Thanks, Jeff. Got it. I didn't realize you were doing that today. Brad, nice hit. And you get 7 points, too. And you were, I think that might tie you with Kyle. You had 11. Kyle had 18. I don't know if Bill has climbed above that or if Dave has climbed above that because they've had some points since then. But you're in the running for the top spot now. I mean, you already were. 422-26, 7-pointer for Brad. And it is LaDainian Tomlinson. Yeah, I know you're saying thank you for the Wonka, not the helmet, too. You got to love them Wonkas. Brad's like, I could care less about the Wonka. Nice hit. LaDainian Tomlinson. Okay, final box here. 175, Series 38. 0 Wonka, and that's AFC West, by the way, which, okay, it's a 2-pony race. AFC West East, or AFC West North and East South. This is what happens. Instead of getting the lead and then spreading it out, the other division just keeps staying neck and neck with you. I don't know what it is about that. I'd say 0 Wonka, I did. 0 Wonka. I think who I have on this style for this team, if I'm being honest. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hard to see, but it's a 3.0, STS 3.0. 4. There's the team on the other side of the conference, the NFC North. There goes an earpiece. Still can't see it. It's on the back side. I have a sneaking suspicion on this one. Not that I guess that wouldn't be suspicion if I've bought all these helmets. I should know, but I've forgotten. Detroit was Elliott. Elliott with the Lions sitting here. Yep. 3, 2, 1. I did all that talking about where all the names that I said may start coming out that are on their old teams. There's one of them. We hit 1 on Monday, too. So this one will be entered into. It's a great hit, great name. He's just unfortunately gone to, where'd he go? Houston? You go to the Texans? That is David Montgomery. Some of these guys, I don't know why they were let go in the first place, but allowed to leave. I know money talks, more contracts. David Montgomery, Lions. I love the helmet. I'm going to swap it with Tomlinson up here in the front. Elliott, that enters you into the pool. I said because this was such a crazy free agency that if you hit one of the guys that was already built in on an old team, you're going to get entered into the freebie after a series or two where I pull a free helmet for one of you guys. So we've got 5 helmets on that list now. Dowdle, Evans, Mike Evans, Dontavian Wicks, Tua, and David Montgomery. Few are coming out. Okay, let me do a recap here on these, and we're going to do a 2-boxer. Sorry, I know I'm taking a second. Hold your claims, hold your claims. I still need to do a recap as well. We are going to do a pick one, random one, 2-boxer for 40. But our 3 hits today were Joey Bosa, LaDainian Tomlinson, and David Montgomery. There is our 2-boxer, pick one random, and we're trying a different style tonight instead of pick your team. Numbers kind of shot up to where we usually are, but still hesitant. We may just do 2 of these 2-boxers, or we may just do 1. We will see. A little quicker to fill, assuming there's interest, that is. Let me top chat it and live chat it. Yeah, I like the Tomlinson too. Okay, I have got Jonathan. I'll make sure I'm doing the right one. Jonathan with Kansas City. I'm going to give you numbers because this one has randoms. Elliot just behind on Kansas City, Elliot. Bill B, Cleveland. Spot 3 is the Rams for Greg. Spot 4 is Dallas for Nick with a random up. So if you want a random, they're $20. Spot 5 is Chicago. We may attempt 2 of these guys, or we'll just be content with running 1, depending on where we're at. Chicago Bill. 6 is Philly for Vlad. 7 is Cincy for Kyle. Just barely beating out Brant. Chicago for Dave is gone. Sorry, Dave. Pittsburgh is there. Spot 8. That's halfway full for Brad. Spot 9, which, by the way, Brad, what nights are you on? And number 2, I can't remember if he said he had a few more games. Are they letting him pitch again, or was that his going out in a blaze there, getting the first win for the whole team? Brian taking Indy. 10 is Dustin with Denver. 11 is Denver's just gone, Brad. 11 is Dave with Minnesota. I have to put the post in the corner since you're more familiar with helmets than me. You get a decent amount. You can facilitate. Yeah, no problem. We'll see if someone wants to trade for it, Larry, or if they want to purchase it, that's fine. If you're wanting to trade, is there a specific team you want to look for, or are you trading for jerseys? Just let me know, and I'll try to help you with it. I know you're in Canada, so we have a game tomorrow. I'll only be on Saturday. Okay. They better be letting them pitch again soon. That ship may have sold, though. Looking for cash. Okay, we'll see if we can get you some cash. Not a common hit for Buffalo right now. Green Bay, Brad. 13, Craig, San Francisco. We are 3 away with 1 random available as well for 20. Yeah, no problem. I will get it posted. I would love it if he was pitching again. I want to see a video this time. I saw the winning pitch, but hearing you talk about it made me like step in as like a dad from across the country being bugged there. They didn't play him. Okay, 3 spots left here. What we'll do, guys, is we'll run a 2-boxer here. We'll run Radke next. We'll do license after that, and then if there's interest, we'll finish on a 2-boxer for Big Al's. If this had filled right away, like snap fill, which I guess it's pretty close to that anyways, but maybe we just do them back to back. But I think we'll move on to Radke and see how the other ones go. So 3 left. There is 1 random available for 20 as well. I'll read teams that are available here in a second. I'm sure most can see, but just in case. Arizona, Atlanta, Baltimore, Buffalo, Carolina, Detroit, Houston, Jacksonville, Vegas, Chargers, Miami, New England, New Orleans, Giants, Jets, Seattle, Tampa, Tennessee, and Washington. Is what we're looking at there on the full size. Tomlinson, Bosa, and Montgomery so far. Oh, he pitched tonight, did he? That's cool. Got a no decision, but the team won. So, again, I'm not a baseball guy. No decision means he didn't do enough to lose or win the game. He pitched through, but the team won. But it was. Does that mean the game was tied while he was in or something? I need to learn more about baseball, man. Pitching stats, at least. There's a lot of stats for that. Do you have any Ks? So they went from not winning to winning 2 in a row or 2 of the last couple. Gotta love that, man. Okay, still 3 left to close this, guys. Last 3 for Big Al's, and then we'll do Rad Key Box after this. Dave taking Washington. Thanks, Dave. Good luck. 2 spots left to close this. I was not paying attention. NFC North. 2-2-0-1. We got a tie still. AFC still on the show so far. It's a tie. That's what I was thinking. Well, the next pitcher gave up runs that tied the game. Gotcha. They were down a run when he left the game, only 3 Ks. The other team was really good. Really? That's cool. Or that. It's the same area of thought. Two spots left to close this, guys. And Nick has a random up for sale as well. $2 here. Check the scores while we're here waiting. Hey, Jason. Yeah, 2 spots. It's a pick one random one for Big Al's. We skipped the 3 boxer and did a pick one random one 2 boxer. So any of these teams here are available. If you want, I can read them off. They're probably a little small, but. What is happening, Nick, to your Penguins? I had hope when Malkin had that first goal. I saw that one. Zegras, Ristolainen, Sealer. Yeah, that's what I was wondering. They're just a little old, huh? A lot of them old. Carlson, Letang, Crosby, Malkin are all pretty old, aren't they? Lame, man. Where's Mantha been in the postseason? Rookie coach. That sucks. I think our coach has been getting out coached too, but I don't really know his. Yeah, I did. That one went into overtime, so I had to watch the Utah game on my other network while that was happening. Didn't he lead the team in goals this year though, Nick? Or close to it? Skinner keeps his playoff record. Yeah, that too doesn't. Jason Pats, you got it. Career year. I just don't know enough about him to. I thought maybe he's a decent player, but apparently not. Just had a breakout year, huh? Skinner, yeah, not the answer. I like him, but he seems to be trending downward for the last few years. Okay, one spot left. We'll roll this one, guys, and then we'll do Radke Big Al's license jerseys. That'll likely be how we end it tonight. So maybe just 5 helmets tonight, which will put us at 106. Anywhere from 15 to 20 away from closing this series. So we'll see what that means for next week. Maybe we'll do some shorter, a 3 and a 2 box for those nights as well. I don't know. Always have to factor in the 2 freebies as well. Oh, that's what we did. We did Pigskin Pick'em giveaway. That's why a few more helmets came off the series before. 1 spot left to close this, guys. 1 random available. Arizona, Atlanta, Baltimore, Buffalo, Carolina, Detroit, Houston, Jacksonville, Vegas, Chargers, Miami, New Orleans, Giants, Jets, Seattle, Tampa Bay, Tennessee. Dustin taking Tampa to close us. Thanks, Dustin. Good luck to you. Okay, I'm going to give it 30 seconds here for Nick's random. We can also see who you get, Nick, but I'll give it a second just in case. If anybody wants to jump in for 20, this is your last chance to do that. Otherwise, we'll get teams assigned and get this rolling. We'll move on to Radke next. That'll get us to halfway through the series already. Crazy. Or through the case, double case, I should say, not the series, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, I'm going to run them. Nick, we'll see who you get. If you want to sell them, let me know. If you're going to keep them, let me know. Four, 5, 6, and 7. Miami on top, Buffalo on bottom. Okay, Jonathan R., you've got Kansas City, Miami, Bill B., Cleveland, Carolina, Greg, Rams, and Houston. Nick, Dallas, and Vegas. Let me know about Vegas. Bill S., Chicago, New Orleans, Vlad, Philly, Arizona, Kyle, Cincy, Atlanta, Brad, Pittsburgh, and Seattle, Brian W., Indy, and Jacksonville, Dustin, Denver, and the Jets, David L., Minnesota, Baltimore, Brad, Green Bay, and Chargers, Craig, San Francisco, Tennessee, David, Washington, Detroit, Jason, New England, and the Giants, and Dustin, you have Tampa and Buffalo. Vegas is up for sale. If anybody wants to buy Vegas, let them know. Tennessee for trade or sell as well. Tennessee and Vegas are both up. Let's get the bingo balls going here while we're waiting. Excuse me, I got lots of yards. Like I said, it's been a day, man. It's been a few days. 1, 2. Last one, go back in. Okay, numbers for the full sizes. 174, 174. And 154. 174, 154. Okay, last call for Vegas or Tennessee if anybody wants to trade for or buy. Those are options. Three, one. Sheesh. Trade Jets for Tennessee is a trade offer. Too many Jets. Trade Jets for Vegas. Just trying to give you guys time to trade since it's. I'm going to watch the Bruins beat Buffalo tomorrow night. Nice. That's going to be a fun game to go to. Jets for Giants. I'm going to grab the boxes, guys. I'll let you guys talk trade for a second. I don't want to hold off too long, but since I made you guys switch from pick your team to pick one random one, figured we'd at least give you a second. Jets for Giants is a trade offer that went through. Dustin has Jets, Jason has Giants, and that was you two trading, right? Jason, Dustin. Jets, Giants. I'll put a T just so we know. Okay, guys, I'm going to grab them. We'll be right back. 174, 154. Go Bruins, Sean. There's no combo in this one, Vlad, because it's a pick one random one. Oh, there we go. Greg already answered that. That's cool, John. Yeah, send me pictures. I love going to the Utah games, but I won't for a second doubt that we're new and some of these other teams have some pretty cool crowds and traditions. I've heard our crowd's pretty nice for being new, but still, it'd be awesome to go to a Bruins game or a Sabres game or any of those teams. All right, we had the one trade. Next up will be Racky, guys. Our second Racky of the night. Let me copy it. See where we go on these ones. Okay, there's Racky. Okay, 154, 174, 174, 154. We are good. 154, Series 38, 0 Wonka. Well, there's a name on there. Don't. Remember, I buy these boxes. Get your hopes up that the writing matches the helmet. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, which can be kind of cruel, but that's got a name written for an AFC quarterback on there. This is an NFC helmet. NFC South, which now is 1. So 2, 2, 1, 1. Starting to even out. We got an amp. I love the amps. Said 0 Wonka. Who had New Orleans? Spot 5 random on the Chicago spot. Going to Bill. Wrong break. Did you have no? You did have him as a random last break, Kyle. If it's not random team Bengals night, it's your next team hitting. Okay, here we go. Oh, and I said New Orleans was Bill with Chicago on the Chicago claim. 3, 2, 1. This is clearly not a Chicago helmet. That is a Saints amp. You guys, I've used him before as a giveaway. I actually have 2 of these. This is not the giveaway helmet, but may see the other one sneak into a break in a future series now that this one has come out. But I had 2. That's why I started using one as the bounty option. I think we did it for a few weeks, but then switched it around. Chris Olave. Saints amp. Gotta love the amps. Great hit, Bill. Congrats. Beauty. Okay, 174. After this, we're going over to Racky. Series 38. 0 Wonka. Just the 1 Wonka box tonight. It was a 7-pointer, which is nice. It's a nice name on the label. Let's see if that's who's. Well, it can't be him because he didn't play for this team. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We've got a lunar for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa hitting on the lunar. 0 Wonka. We have Tampa. Tampa was the final claim. We had lots of finals today. Final random, final claim. I think 3 times tonight. Final stuff. Dustin, you took Tampa with your second claim. Got Buffalo as your random, but your claim hit. So 1 claim hit, 1 random hit. Let's see what you got, Dustin. 3, 2, 1. One of the smiley facers. A couple guys signed with smiley faces. This is one of them. Linebacker Derek Brooks. Nice red paint there. Beckett certified. Buccaneers lunar eclipse. Going to Dustin. Nice hit, Dustin. Congrats. Love that helmet. That's NFC South again. We're starting to just even this out. 2, 2, 2, 1. Congrats, randoms or winners. We had Chris Olave and Derek Brooks. I'm dropped. Oh, you're a little ahead of me. I just dropped it. Racky's up there. You try to rebound. Sorry about that. Sometimes I go quick. Sometimes I'm a little slower, maybe. Apologies for that. Although I think you were just quick. Screen. First claim is Denver. For Jonathan. Got you, Jonathan. Spot 2, Dallas. Right underneath it, or right above it. Jason. Detroit, right next to it as well, is Bill. Number 4, San Francisco for Dave. Number 5, New England with a random up. Randoms are 18. If anyone wants them, you can claim whenever you want. Hit on accident, but you recovered. You did. That was a quick recovery. You gotta if it desk pops, you gotta just load it right back up. Doesn't always work. New England. I'm assuming, Dustin, that you were going after Denver, but either way, Detroit's gone too, so it didn't matter. Sorry. Number 6 is Miami for Brian. We searching for another Marino, since we seem to pull him every case. Not really every case, but at this point, you got to just hope you see another one. Jonathan, Philadelphia, number 7. Number 8 is the Rams for Greg. Got you, Greg. Number 9, Indy is Craig. 10, Dallas is gone, Dave. 10, Pittsburgh is there. 11 is the Chargers for Brian. Is that 11 claims? It is. Let me see where we're at. J5 was sliding fast. Chargers. Jason has a random up. That's random number 2. Where are you, Jason? Up here. Cincy. Spot. Oh gosh, 12. Indy is gone. Brad, sorry. Chicago is there. Spot 13 for David. Miami is gone. Minnesota is there. Spot 14. AOL Dollop, Dustin. Take notes. Minnesota for Brad. Got you, Brad. 15 Jets for Brad. And then 16 Buffalo. I had to pack up that Kincaid, ship it, wave goodbye when it went. Goodbye, Bill. Thinking of the Bills here. I don't really see anyone else put Kincaid stuff. I need to grab a new disc and start a new account. See, you're talking code or something there for I'm not stupid, but I don't know I'm not a tech guy. Already has a spot open and waiting. What is your other Kincaid, Bill, that you have? Switching providers tomorrow. I asked to get what was it? Google, what's it called? Google something? When I moved here, and they said it wasn't available, so I got Comcast. Then a week later, they came knocking on the door saying, "Hey, we have this in your area. You want it?" I'm like, "Too late now." White rep. Okay. If you end up moving that because you're getting this one, will you let me know, please, sir? Back when internet cost money by the hour, we used to start new AOL accounts for free hours. When I lived in South America for a while, I had to go to the CBER and pay for internet time as well, which is kind of funny, but that's different. The CBER. Okay, we're closed. Just 2 randoms available. I'm going to give this a second. John has one. Jason has one. They're $18 a spot if you want them. Next up is licensed jerseys. We'll likely end on that and just stick with the 5 helmets tonight, which is fine. New additions, you guys remember them. I'll get them wrong. Yeah, don't let me bully you into doing that. Trust me, I'm the guy that has 6 Jordan Loves and 6 Aaron Rodgers and 4 Peyton Mannings. I don't get a guy and then move one just because I have one. So you keep 2, you keep 2. But if you do end up moving it, let me know. I don't have a Kincaid. I keep finding out there's a lot of guys I don't have, which is strange. Take a random, says Dustin. Dustin's got John's random. Jason has one more random available. I'll give it 30 seconds here, and if not, Jason, we'll see who you got. I remember trying to play Warcraft, my dad yelling at me because he was waiting for a call. You kicked off the... I remember doing, what was it? Was it called Messenger? AOL chat or something that you'd log in and see your buddies on there and you'd chat with them? Was it AOL? AOL Messenger? I can't remember. I'm old, but not that old, Eric. I just hit another white tiger chase. I think this one says TC24. That's cool. Another white alternate for Kyle. Sheesh Louise. Call waiting would knock you off. Aim. I am that also, Eric. Aim, man. I remember that dialing up, waiting for my girlfriend to get on there and try to talk to her. That's so funny. Okay, I'm going to run the randoms here. Jason, we'll see what you get. If you want to sell it, let me know. AOL Messenger. I think that's what I had. That was funny. Okay, 7 times on the randoms. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. You'd have to wait for it to like dial into the internet while it was loading, and then I'm the generation that I was around before there were cell phones. Not that that's that weird, but I went from having none of that to having everything in the palm of my hand. My first cell phone I had was in middle school, maybe late middle school or early high school. One of those block cell phones, you know. Text your friends and play Snake on it. That's about it. Okay, Radkey randoms. That's true. Those huge brick ones. My friend's dad had one. The huge ones that would like. I guess they wouldn't even flop closed. It was just like a big, like, it looked like a big walkie-talkie, like the modern cell phone back with like the Nokia brick ones. I feel like I was part of the generation that got that first, but maybe there was some different cell phones before that. I don't know. Jonathan, Denver and Houston. Jason, you have Dallas, Cleveland. Cleveland is up for sale if anybody wants to buy it. Bill S., you have Detroit, Tennessee. David L., San Fran, New Orleans. John, you have New England. Dustin, you have his random, which is Kansas City. I was King Champ of Snake on Nokia. I was good at it. Brian, Miami, Jacksonville. Jonathan R., Philly, Seattle. Greg, Rams, and Tampa. Craig, Indy, and Baltimore. Excuse me. David L., Pittsburgh, Carolina. Brian W., Chargers in Las Vegas. Kyle, Cincy, Green Bay. David, Chicago, and Washington. Brad, you have Minnesota, Jets, Atlanta, and Arizona. And then Bill B. closes with Buffalo and the Giants. James is going to buy Cleveland from you, Jason. Okay, we're full there. We opened box 7 earlier, right? I already deleted it, so we're good. Let's get a box number. Licensed jerseys coming up next. We are going to drop Fire Factory and licensed jerseys tomorrow back to a 3-boxer. That'll break this weekend. I have to work around whether I'm going to the Mammoth game and football and stuff, but we'll figure out a time on Friday or Saturday to roll with it. Okay, box number time. 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Box 9. We're just going top to bottom. Almost. Getting rid of all the higher numbers when we can. Box 9. Stop sharing there. Go here. Get the licensed jersey copied so I know what I'm doing. Don't cut it. Paste it again. Copy it again. Paste it here, but don't hit enter. Okay, box 9 should be under there, but it's not. It is all the way on the other side. That's where it started, I suppose. See what's happening? My brain is telling me, organize them. You don't need to, Al, but I will. There we go. Okay, box 9. It's on there. It's sideways. Do we still have 6 left just to make sure you guys see what I'm doing? Yeah, it's on the bottom now. But for sake of clarity, that's 6. It's on there the right way. 9 just got put on sideways. 6, 9. So we're all on the same page. Nice sticker job, Al. Directly sideways. See? This is what I was saying. The ones that have a letter on them, I don't know what it means or what it is, but I guess I could have asked him in the week that I saw him, but I think there's a few other ones that have W's on the back. Those two don't. Those two don't. Maybe we've already opened a W? I think I would have noticed it on stream. Maybe it's just one box. It stands for winning helmet. Who knows? Okay, here we go. Good luck, all. And I thought, here we go. I got it, man. It's heavier. 3, 2, 1. I feel like I kind of caused that to happen, so you can get mad at me for those that didn't hit. Claimed the team, and then I started yapping my mouth about that team. Who was it that claimed him when I said it? Miami was Brian. Good grief, Brian. Eating your Wheaties today. You got a Flash Authentic. Flash Authentic. I was sitting there yapping my mouth about the Dolphins. I kept saying, Marino, it's not. Whoa. Whoa. It's still signed. Sorry, I could have made that a little bit better, but hitting holes and smoking bowls, Ricky, but look who's added on there. The OG Wildcat. I did not recognize that. There's two COAs back there. Wasn't a W, it was an upside down M for what, Marino? Or maybe it's upside down M for middleweight. How cool is that? Why am I forgetting his name? I know his name. I have his helmet here. Don't tell me the Wildcat is... Oh my gosh. It's such a common name too. Oh, from Miami. Now I'm scrolling through my helmets here. Thank you. It's Ronnie Brown. See, Brown. I don't have his helmet. I thought I did, but I don't have his helmet. Back over here. That's cool, man. Dual signed. I was not expecting that. I saw the big inscription there, so I thought that's Ricky. But they added Ronnie Brown, the OG Wildcat, to the Ricky. Very cool lid. Ronnie Brown, Ricky Williams, couple running backs for the Dolphins. I've not seen a duel with those two before, so that's pretty cool. On the Flash Authentic, even harder to see some Flash Authentic sometimes for Miami. That's cool. Okay, congrats. Let's move on to our licensed jerseys to end the night. 20 spots here. Pick one random two. See if we can get some fun jerseys to end the night. I think Brian hit the 2 non-Marino out of the last 10 Dolphins. When he hits Miami, it's not Marino, but when someone else hits him, it's Marino. Man, I'd take a dual Ricky, Ronnie Brown. That's pretty freaking cool. Some of the stuff you're just not going to see a ton of. And Brian sweeping the Racky. Sheesh. Doesn't happen very often. Jason Novi, spot 1. Spot 2 is Emmitt Smith. For Greg, got you, Greg. Spot 3, Ripken. 4, James. Eric just behind on Ripken. Mark behind as well, a little bit down. Joker, Dustin. Spot 4, Jokic. Is that series still tied 1-1, or is there a third game on? I despise that they run the playoffs for hockey and basketball at the same time. I didn't care a couple of years ago, but last year sucked. This year sucks. They got to stagger those by a few weeks so you can enjoy both sports at the same time every night. It's freaking stupid. Leon Draisaitl for Nick. Number 6, Rip King. Number 6, Brugman. You've got Zach. You've got Kevin Garnett. Number 7, Brett Favre for Bill. Number 8, Ovi's gone. Kane's there. Patrick Kane, number 8 for Brian. Number 9 is Bo Jackson for Greg. Number 10, Ovi's gone, or you already have him. Number 10 is Luke Kuechly for Greg. Number 11 is Jackson Churio. We're going to have some spots left here, guys. Minnesota's roster is better. Yeah, Joker is very good, but Churio is where I was at for Bill. Number 11. Number 12 is Shane Doan, not Josh Doan, who we got rid of. 12, Doan for Brian. 13 is Dr. J for Larry V. 14 is Pete Rose for Mark. I think on Monday we got to 15, and then the last 5 got snatched up. We got to 14. So we got 6 left here. I'm going to show pictures right out of the gates so that we're all on the same page on who's left and who's not left. Here's our list, and I did update it finally later that night. Claimed, no, not claimed, sorry. I get confused. Sometimes he's claimed, sometimes he's not. I'll name the names that are available. Barkley and Jordan Alvarez. Dikembe Mutombo. We're missing 6 claims. Manu Ginobili, Felix Hernandez. Jerome Bettis, Brock Faber. He's playing now. Paul Pierce, Matthew Tkachuk. He's out of the playoffs. King Henry, Andrew McCutcheon, TJ Watt, and Leonard Fournette. I don't know if Watt got claimed, so if he did, I'm sorry. Matt Sundin, Bolden got pulled on Monday. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Warren Moon, Brian Thomas Jr., Yohan Moncada, Chris Chelios and Max Scherzer, Sammy Sosa, Tim Brown, Sebastian Aho, Darnell Nurse, JSN and Karl Malone, Dennis Rodman and Theo Fleury. Fournette got hit. Yeah, did I just go through him and read his name? Whoops. I'm going into autopilot. Andre Johnson, Penny Hardaway, Bob and Rasheed Wallace, Trey Polamalu and Andre Dawson, John Starks, Brett Hull and Xavier Worthy, Malik Neighbors, Bernie Nichols, Justin Jefferson, Chipper Jones, Joe Thornton and Clayton Keller, Mike Evans and Isaiah Thomas, Matthew Golden, Mikko Rantanen, Tyler Warren, Wade Boggs. That's all. Let's come back over here. We'll hang out for to fill us, and then we're good to go. Let's make sure. 8 there, 6 there, 14 total. Okay, Larry V taking hole. Thanks, Larry. Brian taking Clayton Keller. Down to 4 left to close us. I'm completely out of drink. I don't know if I already confirmed that we are going to end on this one, so no 2-boxer after this. I don't think we have the steam to get through that one, so we'll make it a little shorter tonight. 4-2, but that game's probably over. Dallas at the early lead. Scored a minute into the game. Mikko Rantanen, who was unclaimed here. Right, yeah. Mikko with the assist by Duchesne and Robertson. Down to 4 left. Make that 3. Scott taking JSN. One of the longer, oldest jerseys in this series, but he knows that. 17, 16, 17. 3 spots left to close us. Oh boy. I'm in this Utah Mammoth fan group, and someone said, if the Jazz and the Mammoth play playoff game at the same time, same day, which game are you going to? And you're just getting ripped apart if they play at the same stadium. They can't play at the same time. That's good. He's probably doing that on purpose to rage bait. Okay, 3 spots left, guys. I guess because we did a couple shorter, a 3-box and a 2-box, so we're ending a little earlier than usual. This is where I usually like to end, so we're not that much, maybe 20 minutes earlier, but it feels like we've taken a little bit to fill a few of these, but I guess it's been around the same time. So 3 left to close this. Lots of headliner names left there. I know that's not the problem. Bruins and Celtics used to play every MLK day on the same day. Bruins at 1, Celtics at 7. That's cool. Yeah, if this guy just hadn't said at the same time, which one are you going to? Same time doesn't work. Maybe it's a hypothetical. Jazz in the playoffs used to be synonymous, but now it's not so much. Maybe we'll get BYU boy, though. I don't know what that will do for us. Dibance. He made a post today saying there's an announcement coming tomorrow. Wonder what his special announcement is. Little turd. Everyone look at me. I have an announcement to make. Three spots left, 30 each. Pick one random too, so $10 per player essentially. Almost there. Last 3. Anybody want me to add Luis Suarez soccer jersey? You can do it down the road, but if anyone's saying, yeah, that'd be a fun one to have in there, we could do that. It's been a little bit since we've had an other hit. Or another in the series, I should say. Our last other hit a while back. We've had Wayne Rooney, we've had Neymar, and I can't remember who else we've had for the others. Need a Messi jersey? Yeah, he's expensive. Like, really expensive. And I could try, but We're close, guys. I'm not going to shut it down with 3 left. That's too many. That's too close to shut her down. So we'll hang out here for a few minutes, see if anyone new pops in. It's looking for jerseys. Dion on Reds. I know. I've had a few chances to grab Dion on his football teams, and we've had a few, but I looked yesterday at Dion Falcons jersey, and someone wanted a little too much for it, so I backed off. I love anything Dion, but Reds would be cool. I agree. Mm-hmm. We could potentially run it with 19 spots and have 5 solos instead of 2 because we're used to having 4 on Mondays. But even then, we still need 2 or 3 more claims to close us, and then we'll end the stream after we open these 2. I don't know if I kept track of where we're at. NFC South. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What am I missing? I know. Oh, I'm missing the Marino. You guys got the lead, right? You do. I don't want to jinx it. Yeah, Thomas, I do. For now, someone else was asking about that too, but I do have it. I don't think it's going anywhere right now either. Chipper for Mark. Thanks, Mark. Good luck to you. 16, 17, Chipper. Two left to close us. Yeah, there's some out there. A lot of them, though, are China jerseys for Sandler. I've seen more like Mud Dog ones than Happy Gilmore ones, but I've got a Mud Dogs helmet for Adam Sandler in my collection. It was Happy Gilmore one. It was a Bruins helmet, actually. I paid someone to change it into a Mud Dogs helmet. Looking for Theismann on a Redskins for helmet. Yep. I might have. I've got a few Theismanns. I think a couple of them are Redskins ones, but I may be wrong. Football team, Commanders, Notre Dame. Okay, 1 or 2 more spots to fill us up, guys. If I need to do 5 solos, I will, but I'll probably wait till those all get claimed up if we do it that way. It'll be $10 the same. But we're right on the edge. I'm going to grab one more drink here while we're waiting for this last spot to fill in. Okay. Ripien's cool too, yeah. Miko and St. Brown. That closes. Logo on the front. Yeah, some have it up here in the top. A lot of those Nikes don't have the logos on the front. They'll have the logo on the sleeve. Yeah, I do think the hockey jerseys are the best put together, but they're all fun. I like them all. So Miko and St. Brown. And really, that's just preference. I think some prefer football and basketball over hockey. That's the beautiful part of collecting is there's not really a right way to go about it. There might be a wrong way, but did I do that right? Yeah, the front doesn't matter. That's why I want to frame some of my jerseys, but I have a hard time with that because of that. I put them in bags on hangers, so I have like a little museum of hangers. Yeah, no, there's been some that have had they'll have the logo like here. They won't ever put it on the chest because that's where the big number is. On hockey, they'll have the logo on the front. Basketball too sometimes, but football almost always has number on the front, right? Unless I'm just out of my mind. 20 spots there, so that leaves us with 2 solos at 10 apiece. But yeah, I need to frame a couple of my big jerseys just because it'd be nice. But I like. You guys remember when you used to go to Walmart or Kmart or wherever stores buy you, and they'd have those accordions of like the CD covers or movie posters, sports posters you could buy your kids to put. For me, I was the kid that put in your room. I kind of treat my hockey collection like that. I go through them on the hangers. I take pictures of front and back on my little mannequin. I use them. I like being able to see the front and the back on a lot of those jerseys. So I have football and basketball on the PC too. But framing's cool, but then I can't see the front, which is fun. Yeah, it's so dang expensive. If it wasn't expensive, I'd probably put a billion of them up down here. I'm not good enough at doing it myself. I used to do that, but I just don't think it looks as good. So it's a predicament for me. Okay, final 2. No football jersey hit. We win bounty. Correct. Because you're up 1. So there's a chance. Losing would be really hard. There's a chance you tie. There's a bigger chance you win. I think you guys have the win here. But last time I said that, you guys tied at the end, and I felt bad. But it's a free game. So 7 times. Final 2 will be $10 solos. First come, first serve. Sorry for all the chatting. When it takes a longer to fill, I get a little chatty. 7. Barkley, Nichols, Kings Fanatics, Eagles, Nike are the 2 solos. Greg with Saquon and Jason with, is that Nichols? I'm assuming that's just short for Nichols, since no one else was right behind you. We're good to go. Nichols going to Jason T. Barkley going to Greg. Okay, I'll read through these and then I'll start looking at the sell trade stuff and we'll get it rolling. Jason, you have Ovechkin, Tyler Warren, and Worthy. Greg, Emmett Smith, Manu Ginobili, John Starks. I did see that Jonathan said he'd buy Starks and Mutombo. James, you have Mutombo if you want to sell Mutombo. Don't know what I did there, but James, Ripken, Chelios, and Mutombo. Dustin, Jokic, Thornton, and Pierce. Nick F., you have Draisaitl, Tim Brown, and Karl Malone. Zach, Garnett, Andre Johnson, Darnell Nurse. Phil S., Favre, Neighbors, and McCutcheon. Brian, Kane, Sosa, and Faber. Oh, Sosa. Greg, Bo Jackson, Moncada, and Felix Hernandez. Kuechly, Thomas, and Scherzer. Bill S., Churio, Jefferson, and Boggs. Brian, Doan, Dawson, and Rodman. Larry V., you have Irving, Evans, and Sundin. Mark, you have Rose, Henry, and Thomas Jr. Larry, you have Hull, Bettis, and Polamalu. Thought to say both Steelers, but it's not Steelers anymore. It's Rams jersey. Brian, Keller, Wallace, and TJ Watt. Scott H., you have JSN, Warren Moon, and Bob Roski. Mark, you have Chipper Jones, Matthew Golden, Theo Fleury. Larry V., you have Miko Ranton and Penny Hardaway, Jordan Alvarez. Scott, you have St. Brown, Sebastian Aho, Matthew Tkachuk. And Jason, you claim Nichols. Greg, you claim Barkley. You could use a poster holder like they had at Spencer's. You can put like 15 jerseys in it. I don't know if I know what you're talking about. Is that just like what I'm talking about? Like the one that you can push the posters through? Like I was talking about? I'll have to show you. I just have huge like mobile wardrobe things that I have all the jerseys hanging up on, and I have them organized by team like a nerd. I guess because I kind of am nerdy with that, but I go look at them. People come over, they want to see a certain player. Boom, right there. See front and back. Yeah, that's what I like. That's what I like, and I like the idea of framing too. But that's my one bugaboo with it is I want to look at the fronts of these jerseys, the tags, the little details. Okay, let me try to quickly get through these. Buy Starks and Mutombo. I already said that Starks was Greg, Mutombo was James. If you're selling, I'll catch up to that. I'll buy Evans if he's for sale. Larry V, I'll buy Bettis. Evans was who? I swear I just, oh, right there. Larry V has Evans as well. Warren and Worthy for sale. Tyler Warren and Xavier Worthy. Tim Brown for Aho Scott. I think I saw him say he's keeping Aho. Staying with Aho. Okay. Tim Brown. Larry V by Troy. So, Larry, you've had 3 purchase offers. Evans, yours. Good luck. So you had Evans, Troy, and Bettis. Larry. Are you selling all 3 of those? I'll come back to that, but you said yours, Greg. I don't know if you were saying that for Bettis or for all 3 selling. Okay. So the first Bettis, the first one was I'll buy Evans if he is for sale, said Bill B at the top. So Evans going to Bill B. And then I think Greg asked for Bettis and Polamalu, but I'll double check that it was Greg. Larry by Bettis. Larry V by Troy. Okay. Willing to buy Aho and Matthew Tkachuk. Aho is Scott, but he said he's staying with that. Matthew Tkachuk, also Scott. Let us know. I'll come down and see if you responded to that. Here's Greg. Or trade on those Worthy and Warren. You could use poster yet. Larry B by Evans. That one has gone above. Tim Brown for Thornton Dustin. Joe Thornton and Tim Brown trade offer. Let me see if Dustin replied to that one. Dustin. No response yet. Dustin, if you want to trade Tim Brown for Joe Thornton, football for hockey, let Nick know. Staying with Aho. Evans, yours. Good luck. Brian W. by TJ. Brian, I'll keep TJ, okay? You can see front and back. Yours, Jonathan. Which one was Jonathan asking for? Dikembe is yours. Greg, did you say if you were going to sell John Starks? Yes, John sells Starks. Okay. Jonathan Starks is right here. So, Jonathan, you got both those guys. Okay. Here's Jonathan. Nick F. by Tim Brown. And I think Nick said, I'll sell him to you, Greg, if I can't trade him. Okay. So we're just waiting to see if Dustin wants to trade Joe Thornton for Tim Brown. Dustin, if you're here. Otherwise, we're going to sell it down below. Did you mean me, Larry, for Evans? It's whoever asked first. So you were above. Maybe I said it wrong, but I have you on Evans. You asked above, and then Greg asked him directly later. But you were first to offer. So once he's for sale, it's for sale to the first asker. I'll sell him to you, Greg. Okay, willing to buy Sundin and Fleury. Sundin, yours, James. Good luck. And then Fleury was Mark. Mark trade Golden for KG. Mark, if you want to sell Fleury, let James know. Sundin, all 3 selling. Sell. I'll keep TJ. Yes. John Stark. Sundin, yours. Thank you. Good luck, John. Keeping Aho Tkachuk. Trade Golden for KG. Mark has Matthew Golden. So KG was claimed. So I don't think he's going anywhere. Somewhere around here, right there. Zach claimed him. Hardaway, Alvarez for sale. Hardaway and Alvarez are up for sale. Penny Hardaway and Jordan Alvarez. Warren and Worthy for trade. Chelios for trade. Okay, I'm giving you guys time to look through these. I think I've caught up to everything. I don't know if Dustin's listening live, but Dustin, you had the trade offer Tim Brown for Joe Thornton. If not, Nick's gonna sell Tim to Greg. You'll keep. Which one are we keeping? Theo Fleury. Okay. Bill will buy Penny Hardaway from Larry. What color have I not used yet? Pinkish color. Warren or Worthy for Chelios. James, do you want to trade Chelios for either Tyler Warren or Xavier Worthy? We're almost there. Just because I asked 7 times does not mean you have to do the trade, just in the future. Al, do you have something against me of football random? Did you get no football again, Greg? Basketball, baseball, basketball. What in the world, Greg? I'm sorry, man. James will pass. What one was that? The Chelios trade, K. Nick says he'll do the trade. Yeah, don't ever let me, just because I ask a billion times, then it'll hit, and then it'll be like, I shouldn't have done it. Just, if you want to do it, do it. If you don't, don't. That's for anybody. But I did ask a bunch on that one, and that's happened before where I'm like, man, if I just hadn't asked one more time, it wouldn't have happened. It's because I was AFK and couldn't claim baseball. You know, all these baseball guys going to basketball and baseball. Greg's favorites. I think Greg would prefer hockey over basketball and baseball, but maybe not. Okay, I got that trade. I got the sells. Thanks, Dustin. Pass. Mark Chelios for Golden. Golden is Mark. Mark, do you want to trade Golden for Chris Chelios on the Red Wings? If so, that's a trade offer. Last call on Warren, Worthy, Chelios, and Jordan Alvarez. Setting up for Stars game. Nice. Yeah, it's already almost over the first period, right? Had to take a work call, going to cost you Mikey. I know, the one time you don't have him. I guess he's been, a lot of people have had him, but 2-0. Jeez. These games looked like Minnesota was going to run away with it. Dill, okay. So Golden for Chelios. Okay, I'm going to run the Mingle Balls. I'll offer one more time on these, but let's get those going. I'll add 4 jerseys in tomorrow. We'll drop another 3-boxer. Might do some sort of freebie or giveaway for tomorrow's breaks that we're dropping, but I don't. We'll see. I always have it on my mind. I like doing stuff like that, but I don't always get around to it. Do you think we have to work when we die? That would be the worst. I don't know. I always tell my wife stuff like that when it's like, what do I say to her? It was probably something inappropriate that I can't repeat here, but I said, if that's not in heaven, I don't, or whatever is after this, I don't know that I want to be a part of that. So if I can't go hit the links, you know, some fashion of golf course links, what am I doing? Really? 9/11 first gamers? I don't know. Okay. 2 boxes. 1, 2. Oh my gosh. I'm piling up all this stuff over here. Look what I found when I was going through my card. I bet it's not worth much, but I found a couple Ohtani cards. It's kind of a cool one. Showtime. It's a younger one, right? Earlier in his career. And then like a rookie base card. I just found these when someone bought something on my eBay that I had up like 7 years ago. So I found all these. They're probably all like $2 cards, but I love cards. I just don't do them very often anymore. Give me the links, a nice golf cart, and a sixer. Give you $3 for them. Yeah, okay. I don't even know what they're worth. Could be 30 cents. Could be 30 buckarooskies. 41 is the first number. Oh, and I found this too. Look them up now. I will. Don't like get my hopes up. How about this one? Joe Exotic Pro Set, Tiger King. Anyone interested in that? It's going to take a lot to get off my hands. You're saying just this regular Topps rookie card? It was in my little folder from like 5 years ago, and then that one too. I pulled them out thinking maybe they'd be worth something, but I haven't looked it up yet. I'm not saying that to just like be stupid. I really haven't. I just put them out there. 71. 41, 71. I got a bunch of cards I need to. Carol Baskin. That show, I rewatched it again, is just pure gold. I know it's a sad situation, but it's a great show. I'll be pleasantly surprised. Okay, I'll look it up. Can I retire off that card, Eric? Is that what you told me? Or can I buy a nice steak dinner? That's perfectly fine too. Okay, let me grab guys. 41.71. Warren, Worthy, and Alvarez still available for trade or sell. That's funny, man. Nice steak. Yeah, that's what my wife went. We go to Ruth's Chris. I don't know if that's a national chain. We go there every year for anniversary one time because it's so dang expensive. But now there's a new one, and I think this one might be national too. STK or something. She wants to go there. We keep talking about it. We have no time though. We're going to Sizzlers. There's a Sizzlers pretty dang close to me, but probably haven't been there, and I have no idea how long. Went there as a kid, probably. All right, guys. It was. Set it down. I lost my page. 41.71. 41.71. Looks like Warren, Worthy, and Alvarez are going to stay put. Good luck, everyone. Don't let me forget, you guys are up on the bounty, so if no football hit here, if the right divisions hit, we're do one of those freebie giveaways. We'll put all the names in, and someone will win Sosa, Kokona, and all that stuff. One of those items will be your choice. Ruth Chris, it is very good. That's why once a year we go on our anniversary. It's like over $250. Well worth it. Steak is so good. Lobster mac and cheese. It's going to be Mike Evans to ruin the bounty and Dustin's night. What are you doing? Okay, 41. Don't ruin the bounty. We've tried for those so many times. I don't. Okay. That's just a bonus. Okay. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. That's football. I think it's the one division you guys could have hit. I think you're safe. Man, that just barely got put in. Can we hit an old jersey? Gosh dang it. Isn't this last weekend? Holy moly. Jerome Bettis was, I believe it was a purchase. So again, congrats and sorry to the two people there. Purchased in green. That is Greg. I didn't random any footballs to Greg, but he claimed a few and got a few solos. The bus on a Rams Nike. Well, there goes that. We waited forever for the Steelers Jerome Bettis to come out, and now we wait a week on the Rams Jerome Bettis. That's my last Bettis for now, too. Congrats, Greg. Sorry, Larry. I know that was yours, too. You're random. Well, that's what happens when you're trying to help me fill it and claiming a few spots. Sell some of the randoms. Greg, congrats. The longest, you may have hit the other Bettis that was in for what felt like 2 years, and now you're hitting this Bettis that's in for a week. Great hit. Jerome Bettis, Rams, some of the best looking Nikes, too. Again, no logo, but there's a logo up there. There's horns on the side. I mean, they don't have a logo on their jersey when they're playing either. It's on the helmet. Must replace with a Nacua or Stafford. I was this close to getting a Stafford Rams. Someone barely beat me to it. It was overpriced, but I wanted it anyways. Soon I'll get a Stafford. Nacua, I might already have one. I can't remember. I'm going to put a Cooper Kupp in, but that's going to be Seattle, so that doesn't really count. I do have a Kurt Warner that just came in today. I swear we always hit jerseys that for teams that just came in. Like we bring in a bunch of Pittsburgh, and then Pittsburgh hits. I just took a picture of a. Who were the two football? One was Kurt Warner, and the other one was. It's gonna bug me. I'm gonna look at my phone. It was Kurt Warner and. Oh, Maurice Jones-Drew. Then Pete Alonso, Keontae George for the Jazz. Greg, nice hit. Congrats. 71. Final one tonight. So far, you guys are winning 3-2 to 2-2. So you cannot hit another NFL jersey unless it's your division. I have a few jerseys in the corner, Eric, if you want to look. Yeah. I have a Cup Rams I am looking to trade. Let's replace with a Nacua. Yeah, there's I shall scroll the fun. There's not the buy sell trade, but the Big Al's corner. There's not a ton in there. There's maybe like 60 posts or something. 71. Oh, I know this jersey. I don't even want to see. I think I know who had them, but 3, 2, 1. I can tell from the feltish looking. Why'd you guess Nurse, Nick? Did you see an Edmonton color in there? I'm confused. Saw the orange, and you guessed the one you didn't have? Didn't you claim them? You did, Nick. This is you. We talked about this jersey the other day. This one's been in for a long time. I know Bettis was recent. All-time favorite jersey. I love this thing. Love Draisaitl, first off. Figured I was going to lose. No, not this time. Adidas Pro on this one. Draisaitl. This is the Heritage Classic, I believe, not the Winter Classic. Such a beautiful jersey. Leon Draisaitl. Classic jersey here. The felt colors, which actually that might be Winter. Nope, it's Heritage. Tell me this. I got one of these in my PC too, and I happened to hit it twice, so I put this one in the reserves, and it's been in there for a while. Beauty jersey. I have another Draisaitl we can put back in, but I'll wait a little bit. It's not this one. It's a regular. Battle of Alberta. Look at that logo on there. This is what I'm talking about. Fronts of these jerseys are just too nice to cover up. Patches everywhere, too. It's so nice. Heritage Classic, Edmonton, Battle of Alberta. Did they play Calgary in this game? Is that why they probably didn't, but fight strap there. Beautiful jersey. Congrats, Nick. Leon Draisaitl. I bet it's hard to sign those felt letters. Every one of these Heritages have those for other teams, too. Bruins have one that I have in my collection. A couple other teams, too. I believe that's what the Larkin is in the next series again, is the Heritage Classic with the felt letters, felt numbers. Okay, you guys win the bounty. Finally, about time. That was set up to be really cruel to have one more NFL come out there and have you lose at the buzzer. Congrats, you two, Greg and Nick. Jerome Bettis and Leon Draisaitl. Great jerseys there, both of them. The key to winning the bounty is me not being in any kind of breaks. There you go. So now that you have no chance to win the slugging Sammy Sosa, Obi, right? Is what you're getting at. Now someone else. Sorry. That's stupid, huh? Okay, let's pull this up. Let's get some lists going here at the end, but you guys did win. 3-2. I'm going to fill it out just so it's accurate. Yep, I know. I'm sorry, Obi. You got to hope that the winner doesn't like baseball. Here's the aforementioned Sammy Sosa. Here's the Kaapo Kähkönen, Minnesota Wild. Here is the Darrelle Revis mini, and then there's custom jerseys for Hester and Joe Theismann. They're under this side. Those are all the choices for the bounty. So let's do this. Remember, I go easy on you for random spots, so I add those as full spots, even though I probably shouldn't. I do because it's my rim, my rules. And this is just a stupid game that doesn't really mean much. So everybody that joined today will have a chance. Hopefully I didn't copy that over. Nope. If that's that one. Don't think there was a ton of random spot today besides the jerseys. So jerseys all do 2 equals 1 on the buying solos instead of 3 equals 1. Unless you only have one spot, I'll give you 1 for 1, but 2 equals 1. Just listen. Don't pay attention to what I'm saying. Doesn't make much sense. It makes sense to me, even though it probably doesn't to you. James and Dustin on the randoms. I'm getting there. Yeah. Bill B, Greg, Jonathan, James, and Bill. I'll never remember all that. I'll have to come back. Bill B, I already forgot them all. Bill B, Jonathan S, Greg. I did that out of order. I'll fix it if I did. It'll be Greg, Jonathan, James, and Bill. James and Bill. James and Bill. James and Bill. Greg and Jonathan. Okay. Did I miss anything? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. No randoms there. No. Okay, copied. That's how we do it. This is a freebie. Congrats. That was close, man. 3-2 to 2-2. Top spot on the 7th roll gets to pick any one of these 5 items that they want just for being at the top. I swear it's been people that have 1 or 2 spots total instead of those that have 10 or 15. But it is what it is. We'll see who's get the top spot. 165 total claims today. 3, 4 doesn't sound right, but I guess it is because we 5. I didn't miss any, did I? I don't think so. 6, one more time. Freebie item going to Brian W. on the mini spot. So that was won by a mini, but still is a full spot to cap off his day. Goodness, Brian. If you're still here, Brian, if you know what you want. Sosa, Kaapo Kähkönen, Darrelle Revis, Joe Theismann, and Devin Hester. B-Dub. Yeah, that's the... You've typed that a few times tonight, Jonathan. Jeez Louise. Zach right behind. Brian again there. Brian again. It was just your night, Brian. Nick Close. Who got the loser award? Should be my name, John. It's not a loser award, but you you get what I'm saying. Okay, let's do a quick recap. Brian, if you're here, if you know which one you want, let me know. Hester Custom for the Bears. Devin Hester. Joe Theismann Custom for the Redskins. Darrelle Revis Patriots mini helmet. Capo Kekkonen. If you want pictures or something, let me know. But there's the signature for the goalie helmet. Slugging, whatever, swinging, slugging, Sammy Sosa Cubs souvenir helmet here. Not authentic. Darrelle Revis mini. It's just dust, but anyways. And then you got Theismann Hester Customs. Let me know. Recap tonight. We had Matt Chapman. Don't know that name for baseball. Hitting there. Hockey jerseys today were Brett Hull and Marc-Andre Fleury. Love both those jerseys. That ends that series. We'll start a new one next week. Eddie George for the Gold Rush football. Mini hockey helmet, please. You got it. Capo Kekkonen off the board. Other non-Big Al's Ashton Genty and then the Ronnie Brown, Ricky Williams duel. Beautiful helmet there. That's cool. Full sizes from Big Al's. We had Joey Bosa, David Montgomery, Damian Tomlinson, Derek Brooks, Chris Olave, and jerseys tonight were the Boss, Jerome Bettis, and Leon Draisaitl. Some fun stuff. Thanks for hanging out, guys. We'll drop some stuff for the weekend tomorrow. I may put a freebie up with it. We'll see. I got a Kings jersey for you, Brian, if you want to trade. Thank you, sir. Thanks, Al. Congrats, winners. Yeah, thanks, guys. Congrats, winners. Sorry to those who didn't. Like I always say, I feel for you when you go on bad streaks. I hope something changes for you all if you're having a bad streak. I go through them, I stick with it, and I sometimes come out a bigger loser, or I hit the thing that I've been after for a long time, and it feels fantastic. Anyways, we'll drop tomorrow. That was a lucky night or a well-earned night. Great stuff. Okay, guys, have a great weekend. Any questions, anything staying, please let me know, and I'll get it posted in the corner. I know Bosa's going to the corner, so if anyone's interested, he's looking for cash offers. So take that for what it means. You could even, if you need me to like trade a helmet and buy something for you back, I can help with that too if you'd like. I'm always willing to help with a trade happen. Okay, guys, have a great night. We'll see you on the weekend when we do our stream if you're around Monday night, if not. So, peace.